Good evening, dear friends. I'm here today to talk about the technological involvement with the finance. One would need to understand the finance along with the technology. That is imperative and order of the day. I could think of there are many technologies which are required to be used in the finance and the people are using it. But I could talk about today the two technologies which are extensively using in, which has a very high impact in the financial part of it. Finance is changing too fast today. The two groundbreaking technologies, artificial intelligence and blockchain, these two are impacting heavily into our financial aspects, how the finance is dealt with customary and how the finance is dealt with now, how financial transaction taken place, how the thought process, the background of the finance, how it has been dealt with earlier, how it has been dealt with now. There is a sea of the change now. One should understand very clearly, very meticulously, and the extensive usage of the technology in finance. Otherwise, finance is only a concept or the stationary, nothing more than that. Now, let us try to understand that the two technologies like artificial intelligence and blockchain are the heart of the revolution today. These two technologies are deciding that from the smart investment to the borderless payment, they are reshaping our savings, spends, and security of money. So now let us, in common parlance, in common language, let's try to understand that what is artificial intelligence in finance. Artificial intelligence in finance means using the smart algorithm with respect to the big data. So it gives you the various scenarios wherein you would like to take the decision based on the impact and output of that scenario. It gives you the various scenario, various options, various alternatives, which may be risky or semi-risky, which may be highly profitable, highly growth, which may be from the cost point of view very costly or less costly, the control options and the equity dilutions, all these things are taken into consideration in artificial intelligence in finance. In fact, this artificial intelligence has been using, the firms and the companies have been using now. In fraud detection, risk management, then robo advisors, algorithmic trading, chatbots, all these things, in all these domains and the areas, the artificial intelligence has been used. So, guys, please start using artificial intelligence in your financial decisions making. In case if you're not using that, then your cost will be some other's benefit. If you are thoroughly understanding these technological impacts, how to use the technology in finance, then there can be a win-win situation. But also, other people cost would be your benefit. Now let us try to understand the blockchain in simple language. Blockchain is this is the technology behind the Bitcoin. Bitcoin, it's a cryptocurrency. It is not the crypto, it is not in scope the crypto, it is the decentralized ledger. Blockchain is a decentralized ledger with safety, security, efficiency, and effectiveness. So, blockchain enables the various coherent and efficient ways and means of delivering the results. Like blockchain in finance enables peer-to-peer payment, smart contracts, then transactional history, decentralization of the finances, then tokenization of the assets. All these things we were looking into in finance in a different perspective before the advent of these technologies. But now it needs to be looked into the different perspectives by using the technologies, working with the technologies, and working around the technologies, utilizing the various financial concepts. Then AI and the blockchain together, it builds the safer future for the financial firms as well as the individual while taking the financial decisions. There could be possibility that by using these technologies, the intelligent credit scoring might happen, right? Then autonomous financial agents, then that enhance fraud detection. Imagine you are applying for the loan and the loan is got approved in a minute based on your credit score, your CIBIL score, your payment history, your credit worthiness. All these things will happen through the AI. And the blockchain will store all your data and it helps the artificial intelligence to take and supply the smart decision to be taken to the banks. Right? Time to think. It is really important. Gone are those days which are traditional financing. Think about the technology. Learn about the AI tools. Learn about the blockchain and other technologies which might impact your decision-making processes in businesses, in other host of the functions which you might carry in your company, be it a manufacturing company or the service company. Let's come back. So there are a few instances which I would like to tell you about these technologies. It is not a fiction. AI and the blockchain, don't think that it's a fiction, one day it is going to come. It's happening now, currently it's happening. That is, JP Morgan is using the blockchain for cross-border payments. MasterCard uses the AI for the real-time detection, you know that? For the risk mitigation, investment risk mitigation, blockchain and the AI is used. Right? But at the same time, all these advantages are there. The things are happening very quick. And if you are not compatible or adjust to these technologies, then you will be outdated. And you might get into the wrong decisions that leads to losses, confusion, chaos, dissolutions of the firms and the companies, closing down, liquidations. Then one has to make the intelligent and smart decision by using the technology. But believe me, technology is not foolproof. No, it is not. Technology using of these two technologies has certain challenges which can be overcome by using very smartly, diligently, and effectively. In case it is not used so diligently, one can get into troubles. And those challenges could be the data privacy concerns, then crypto markets, uncertainty of regulations, ethical AI concerns, hacking. All these things are really important, but at the same time, we are having the more advantages if you are a little bit cautious about these challenges. Okay? Then AI report actually predicts by 2030 the AI redefined 44% of the banking tasks will be redefined. 55% of the roles of the tech and engineering would be transformed. Plus 49% of our commercial banking and 42% of the wealth management business would going to be changed. Are you ready to accept this change? By hook or crook, the change will happen, and either there are only two options for us. Either you adapt the technology into the financial part of it, or you will be outdated, right? So banks like JP Morgan and software firms such as the Salesforce are taking the control on the customer data. And they are really playing a very smart role here without endangering the customer's data. The research has made very fast, from months to hours. Okay, and the financial people here, the financial personals, are really need to think that whether they need to be more cautious or they need to be more worried or optimistic. I would say that they need to be optimistic, and there is a worry part as well. I could explain you. You need to be, as a finance person, you need to be more excited about, because this technology has immense increased efficiency to the exponential part of it. Better decision making, new career opportunities, and enhanced securities. But at the same time, remember, there are certain drawbacks of the technology. The fittest would survive, meaning job displacements. The data, like the data entry and the reconciliations, these are the routine data. And that kind of the data will be at risk, because all these things will be get automated. Data entry and the reconciliations and the simple manual things like the simple decisions, the variance analysis, and providing the logical reasons for these variance analysis will also be automated. Once these kind of the jobs are get automated, that could be eliminated from the market, and the people would lose it. To overcome it, we need to upgrade ourselves, right? So McKinsey predicts that up to 30% of the banking job could be automated by 2030. Do you believe it's risky? Yes, it is. You like it or not, you have to leave it in this situation. You like it or not, you need to accept it. You like it or not, you need to upgrade yourself, upskill yourself. Traditional financing is no more applicable. In all the businesses, not only in the finance, in all the businesses, the technology is piercing into, and it is a manifestation into all the technologies, and they are to make the better decisions. In case if you are not adopting the technology into your businesses, especially in finance, and you might end up in making the poor decision. Ultimately, there will be confusion, chaos, losses, insolvency, dissolutions, and there could be many more things which I would not like to mention here. And I'm an optimistic person, and I hope that everybody would going to adapt for this. There will be a skill gap, right? Whenever you teach the finance in any universities, in the colleges, we need to understand that we need to teach the AI tools, blockchain, machine learning languages, and unless and until we upskill ourselves, it is really difficult for us, and difficult for the world, difficult for the students, difficult for the employees to cope with these situations. I would say that a finance is being rewritten. Finance is being rewritten not by the humans, but by the code now. AI and blockchain are not just trends, they are tools shaping the future of the money. Are you ready for the next generation and a big leap of the transformation? If you are yes, you are with me and with the technology. I don't want you to left out without adapting it. The technological impacts and the importance of the technology. I don't want you to left behind. If at all you need to understand it more, then perhaps watch out my series of the videos which I would like to take you through. By subscribing, sharing and commenting, in future I would be making many videos like this based on the futuristic technologies, based on the PwC report on the blockchain, and Business Insider on the AI in finance, and McKinsey's on financial innovation, and the World Economic Forum reports. All these things I would be bringing out to you. What you need to do is that this is only a starter. You main course is still pending. I would be taking you through the in detail and minute the impact, the incidence, the efficiency, the effectiveness, the usability, and also the working around of this technology in the financial arena. Do watch out. Please subscribe, comment, and share my videos. Thank you so much. You take care. Bye bye.